This piece is called Divine Art. Alright. I am an art. The representation of the culmination of these poetic devices I now speak to relay this meaning to you. While I'm in this relay to catch up with the dreams I'm projecting into the future with the words that I do say. Artistic articulations, lay in the undulations on my tongue when I recite words that drip from my pen, but before then drip from my veins before it made it onto that paper. That paper, white waters and blue waves. So when I scribe a word, a thought, it disturbs the serenity of that water. Because I'm an art, I'm here to shake shit up like earthquakes and make tsunamis. By folding and flipping and twisting vocabulary to make your mind absorb like chamois origami. Powers in the tongue, so I speak dope shit. Come French kiss me, baby. Come get that fix for that high that you can't receive from needles. I distribute dope. Needles are needless. Dope so potent they think the scribe of this poem is just another vain braggadocious poet, right? Little do they realize that when I declare that I'm an art, I'm giving praise to the Most High. I'm a divine masterpiece, biomechanically engineered by him. So it's not me, it's God that's dope. He gave it art, the ability to produce art, like a self-replicating organism sent here to give mental orgasms and intellectual sex with this dope. This written equivalent to ecstasy, this opus without a beat, except the heartbeat. And like I bleed for you, something akin to a blood transfusion. So even if we're not kin, I'll will you these timeless lines so that you will inherit my dope empire. So when after the relay is done, and you realize that art from an art is his, inspired by him, you will ascend higher from this goal. I am an art, he is an artist, and we are all art.
How y'all doing? I am Winter Omega. My piece is called The Heart Feeling. All right? You're here holding me, wondering why I have a blank stare. Knowing there may be someone else, but doubt causes you not to care. We laugh, we talk, we sex, like we are together, but the doors in my heart I can't open to you, so they remain shut. I never ask you intimate questions, like your love life is far from my concern. You can tell by the look in my eyes that there may be another that I yearn. When I hug you, the embrace is strong, but I can tell you don't feel the attachment. Loving a man that's a walking detachment. The kisses appear to be passionate, but sex good, yet abstinent. I'm not gonna lie, the love I have for her fuels the like I have for you. And the like I have for you causes me to notice the loneliness inside of you, so I refuse to physically abandon you, even though my heart isn't with you. The one who has my heart is gone, and I can't call you convenient, but you are here. I hate the fact that if you would leave, I wouldn't even shed a tear. I can't even remember when I thought of you just cause. Wait, pause. Nope, no remembrance, just cause. You became a crutch for a just cause. Even though it's not right, I'm not doing it just cause. I hurt inside, but I'm emotionless, and I know you sense that hoping I come around to you. Your waiting is futile because I'm lost to another, and in reality, I will never belong to you. I'm physically in the present, living in the past, not trying to build a future with concrete or a pillar. You're a good woman who deserves love, but sadly to me, you will only be a heart filler.
I equate you with sugar cane, my non-substituted sugar. Smooth to the touch, you must bathe in cocoa butter. I beat you in a jiff because I'm such a choosy lover. But I'll lay awake for hours if you don't share my cover. See, I know you sing and talk to other brothers, but I will carry you. You have to walk alone with other lovers. See, old tricks are for young fools. I spit you love or Pro Tools with bass to boost my vocals. Not yet world renowned, for now this love is only local, but you remind me of addictions. You're the cure to my afflictions. They told me love was never blind, you just needed a new prescription. Without you, a house not a home, I'd be better off with eviction. A convict for your style behind bars, let me express my conviction. I penetrate you with my tongue, and then my diction. Flow through your white blood cells, hit your temporal lobe and get you lifted. I've been known to stand strong for many causes, but you got me tripping. Flipping through these pages, trying to slip this Mickey into your soul to strip you out of your Vickies and me out of my Dickies. Slow, deep soul love, never no quickies. Come girl and get with me. Drip with me to your inner thighs and inner thoughts are both sticky. I will make you come swiftly. Pick me for your whistling lottery numbers. I hope you would pick me for your pick 3. Fuck a devil in a blue dress when I could have an angel in blue jeans. Watching while your back is arching. In ecstasy I shall write your name. I'll bring you joy and never pain. Fuck a sugar substitute, I just want your sugar cane.
This first poem is entitled Liberal. It's kind of my welcome to me poem.
Welcome to what?
To me.
Oh, welcome to you.
I walked in and was greeted, welcome to Soulless, the place where no souls rest. So I looked around and saw the starving souls, the thirsting souls, the tired souls, and I wondered why the souls chose to reside in a place where their skeletons could not hide, where their inmost fears were welcomed and given champagne and caviar and told to have a seat and make themselves comfortable. And I was instantly drawn into the mystery that made the souls function. Malfunction made the souls so ignorant to their own destruction. And I got up and walked further into the dark abyss that promised to intoxicate my mind and make the answers hard to find, promised to pull me around the corner and satiate my need to examine, and I have to say, it was horrifying. The souls were exposed to a pitiful state that even I, in all my rock solidness, began to crumble, fumble at the missed attempts at joy. The souls were crying rivers, rivers of life at its worst, like the river whose source was the man who was horrified at the day when his mother would realize that his marriage is only recognized in 2 of 50 states in the land of the free. Or the river whose source is a little girl who was terrified and cursed with insomnia from wondering when he would come into her room and take away years of childhood joy and then beat her because she forgot to call him daddy. Or the river whose source was the man who wondered when his next meal would come, where his next meal would come from, if his next meal would come, who wondered how many times that day he would be called a deadbeat, a junkie, a nigger, living on the street, amounting to nothing, in a word, stereotypical. I had to step out on the porch and examine my own soul and came to realize that my soul was composed solely of the successes of rivers who cried no more, who hurt no more, who wondered no more, who were afraid no more, yet nowhere were there successes of my own. So I walked back in, looked around and for myself, and before the rivers dried up from no more tears, I opened the door and set the souls free. This other one is, I'm going to read this for Madison. Sidewalk love. Mama say the streetlights better not catch me outside. My heart says just let me walk under your streetlight, lest its power, your grace, should give me my daily dose of enlightenment and lovement. I recall when we played hide and go get it, how we always figured out where each other would hide beforehand. I would come to grasp you as you hid, get your soul to blush for me. We hid our love because it wasn't going to be no abnormal in our premature ghetto. It was to be perfect, beautiful. It was to be amazing. Step on the crack and break your mama's back. When Miss Ida, your mama, would call you in, I'd stand outside in the sidewalk square where we rediscovered each other every day and stomp the hell out of every crack I could find, hoping I could see your angel, beauty, devil, passion as y'all ran to the car headed for Baptist South. Your heart's joy would shine on your face because you knew your hooded Robin had been outside scheming to free you from the prison that was the absence of his love. Miss Ida died and you laughed, cried, smiled, frowned because now we were going to do some things. Now we were going to be some things. I promised that I would hold you in the valley of my soul. Through your eyes, I knew that I could always rest, flee to the small of your thigh. You're my disease of perception, my disease of conscience, my disease of health, love, heart, soul, mind. Live, live, be, can you see that it's got to go past our square? Man, I want the whole street. I'm ready to be your street light. I can feel that heat. You sit in your room and cramp because you've got a fiending. I'm here, right here. Let's get to redefining. Let's know why jazz is. Let's get to where we is, be jazz. Let's apologize because goddamn, we do it just that good. When I go in to get my speech about how every time I put my hand in the way, it's another lick, I want to have Mama lose count. Because every new lick is another second on our sidewalk, where our love is pure, where it is the democracy, where we can reign over each other's soul, and where God steps back and smiles when he says, let him be. God says, let him be. Let him love. Where God says, watch how it's done. All this from the sidewalk, man, let's step into the world.
This right here is first piece is called Heartbreak Hotel Presidential Suite, because I feel like if I'm going through heartbreak and I have to check into the Heartbreak Hotel, it's gonna be at the top floor or the best floor. I'll deal with that. Just booked the presidential suite at the Heartbreak Hotel. I Cupid shuffled my way into her dreams, but because of Cupid's shuffle, I lost a girl in my dreams. When heart flutters turn to murmurs, getting love sick, thinking of self-murder. But I lived through life lessons, so you can't say I'm not a learner. Destined to be an earner, making big deals with my brothers like Warner. I caught my reflection in her tears and realized the cold-hearted bastard I had been over the years. Situations don't make the man, the outcome does. Spread the word to all your friends, it's better than drugs. Jeezy motivates the thugs, I motivate hugs. She says she won't chase me, but complains of my raised suspicions when she won't embrace me. When she answers, she won't face me, talking hateful shit like she want to erase me. She fooled the shit out of me. Guess I can reschedule my colon cleanse. See, I be working out every day.
Say that.
See, I be working out. See, I've been working out every day thinking about how she stepped on my heart, then chose to misuse every heart ventricle. She's so damn cynical. In the end, she still found love. Ain't that a miracle? I was being literal, now I'm super lyrical. So the too late apologies, I'm not hearing, boo. Blatant motherfucking lies. Yeah, I peeped it. Go ahead and keep your secrets. Incubating a possible illness, cause nervous sweats from a clinic is something I'd rather not deal with. Her lies were so compulsive, plus she popping pills in double doses. That ain't my drug of choice. Positive choices make my dick hard, so disregard anything she thought about herself, because the thought of her just ain't gonna help. My heart's about to melt. I met a girl totally opposite of you. I'm so proud of myself. And y'all knew she was fucking, y'all said nothing. So, fuck her. Yeah, I said fuck her. And they might say that for new child, but she ain't love him. Fuck that. She ain't love me. Crying crocodile tears, word to Dundee. Knew something was fishy. Caught her hand in his pants, Al Bundy. See, Pooh Bear. See, Pooh Bear is cute and cuddly, but when you fuck with my honey, it will get ugly. I've been promoting juicy fruit.
What is the juicy fruit?
Hey, if you don't know about the juicy fruit, enlighten me. Oh, come on. You of all people. Touch my face. You know about the juicy fruit. Anyway, I had started talking about juicy fruit a while ago because it got sexual in here one night at the house Ambience. It got real sexual. Like, y'all was there, y'all. Yeah. So,
And you didn't even tell us.
this made me want to, I don't do a lot of safe poems because, I show and prove. But, and obviously she doesn't know. But, every now and then you gotta take it there. So, I took it there in my own way. Of course, I am me, so this is how I do it. So, juicy fruit. This is hot off the presses because I just put like the last little bit on it this morning. And baby, your fruit is so juicy. Tonight you might carry Washington straight out of the movie. I'll make a good girl feel like a floozy. Even if she's hairy like a Wookiee, this could be magic.
Rewind. Like where you going?
Baby, your fruit is so juicy. Tonight you might carry Washington straight out of the movie. I'll make a good girl feel like a floozy. Even if it's hairy like a Wookiee, this could be magic. Come to my house, lay on your back like Snoopy. Mouth to mouth, I'll make your southern lips look poofy.
Why did you have to say Wookiee like that?
That's how they pronounce it. Character stars.
It's not a tomato.
What is a Star Trek? Star Wars.
Oh,
Y'all know what
no, it's Star Wars.
Anyway.
Considered Chewbacca.
Thank you. Pudding is where the proof be. Your pudding is the truth, see. The work I put in your pudding. Orgasms like contractions, pushing and pushing. Because I'm doing what the others couldn't. They swear to their friends that they wouldn't. See, I lick all over your body, never overlooking. Double time for that sweet spot. Go ahead and spread your legs like a peacock. That CL it is smooth. Later on, I will let you meet my Pete Rock. I won't stop until your heartbeat stops. There you go. Catch your breath. The French say orgasm is the closest thing to death. Damn, guess I killed it multiple times. America's most wanted for multiple crimes. I'm trying to get tongue-tied till my tongue's tired. And I want to make it seem like your Venucci's crying. After I'm finished, here's a towel, baby, get to drying. You want to be my memory, baby, get to trying. And let me reminisce about some previous fruit that I was dining. There was a Georgia peach whose papa loved to preach. My beard was the stickiest when I finished that feast. Miss Apricot always had to take a shot to make her panties drop. Ate that plum from the slums, enjoyed making her southern regions numb. Same for the light-skinned orange because she keeps coming from where I come. And she said, let your tongue get its ike on. Play the right song, Snow White's apple I just might bite on. A bushel of fruit under my right arm. They all scream right on every time I perform.
I'm gonna do an old I did here once before I see
Yes.
all the faces. Okay. This one is untitled. It's a cold world we living in. While we out hustling for dividends. See, we be slaving for the rich while making them richer men. Yo, I'm 2 months behind on this chair that I'm sitting in. See, I ain't been eating right. My figure is getting thin. These people can't be trusted. See, I'm just straight up sick of friends and they both shake. I ain't going through this shit again. See, mama told me there'll be days like this. But she never said people were hard heads that it stay like this. I get so sick of being broken, these aches in my stomach. Being forced back by false hope and it's making me vulnerable. People tell me the better days are around the corner, but it's gonna take a little bit of patience. See, this life ain't waiting, it's steady moving. And it seems like I'm stuck in a rut. I keep banging on different doors, but they ain't opening up. The ones that do is for a minute, and they slam the door. As soon as I think I got my foot in it, they jam my toe. It's like deja vu. Everything I say and I do just seems so repetitive. Maybe it's better to give up on my dreams. As tough as it seems, I know that this is just the beginning. See, the world is just spinning at the same pace. I guess that's why I'm stuck in the same place. But I'm changed now. Never be another situation I can't face. All right, this next one, I wrote about 2 months ago. And since I figured it was gonna be an all-male deal, I was like, I'm trying to get out of the ordinary and really speak on some stuff that, you know, we got a lot of pride. We don't be trying to hold, you know, we don't be trying to release a lot of stuff, you know, and really tell people how we feel. You know, no matter if it's real emotional stuff, it's just hard stuff, you know what I mean? Just trying to, you know, get the habit. But I wrote this as I was writing, like I was writing the letter. Dear receiver, I got a gift from beside myself. Because with past pains on the table that's been cooked waist deep from within inside yourself, I was a part of that. Served on the tray of copper dreams. See, it seemed that I was giving you the best when really it was the worst of me. I guess y'all ladies say that's a man, right? But no, really we we seen. See, inside we really like paperweight. We fragile, easy to lose connection, ambiguous. With angel eyes and angel wings, we couldn't get close to heaven if it was in front of us. And yet you still accept us. You're my haven. But I had to be dumb to let you slip. See, I had to be a dumb fool not to just keep you near. I should have went to the store, bought a bigger lock and held you a prisoner here. Morning should have been the best. Afternoon walks after a kiss. Late night foot rubs. TV dinners and just hugs. I'm talking simple things. Open doors and love notes. Bubblegum rings and gift cards to Walmart. The ones that make your heart show. Soft kisses on your forehead to see if your skin glows. You know, my man, I'll keep it real. Reciprocation made all of my parts grow. Man, my haven. Listen here. I never hated him. But your ex-boyfriend, yeah, I wish he died in his knee, but my boys come through, castrate his whole body with Lutheran while I sing my passions do. But the devil speak, I had to find Christ expeditiously. In dreams speak, I must have dreamed about a movie or three. Cold sweats every night, I was imagining things. Impregnated with unweighted purple hearts, I gave birth to a bastard, it seems. Man, y'all hear me? Ain't dark, I'm just speaking the truth. Because metaphysically, we structured the dream, picking to choose. Hold on, back to what I was speaking to you. You're my haven. I never really do that to you. Because I could have made it right when I was closest to you. I left you stranded near an ocean. Tell me who does that? I don't want to cuss so effing bad, but girl, you changed that. I want to drink so effing bad, but girl, you changed that. Oh, I ain't never been a drinker, but the devil's telling me that I need that. Okay, listen here, I'll take a step back. I left an open wound in your heart. Coming back to me would have caused a relapse. Don't worry. You never have to worry about struggling by the hands in me. And that's real. That's word coming from my man's in me. But it's strange my mind keeps causing these brawls, talking about my past is caught up with me, letting me know that my future's ripping me up. But it's okay about the future because it's bright. And I owe it to you. Because you ripped open them dark clouds, exposing the rain, and I grew. And even though you're not here, I'm forever grateful. Sincerely yours, me.
Terry, we're cleaning them up. Y'all see Terry where? I like it. Try to keep it, you know, like that. Y'all give it up for the man Terry Well.
How y'all feeling?
Good.
I wrote this one today. This one is titled Shades of a Black Woman.
Be careful.
I got it.
Trouble.
The falseness of her smile could be simple, could be complex, could be a mixture of things she's been dealt. Either way, you may want to watch for the one she gives you. Through pain and strife, she chooses to stand strong. When done wrong, she can be silent, but guaranteed her silence won't last long. When she speaks, she releases the very essence of her. She explains gently what she needs, breaking down word for word while giving you the key. The problem is, you can't hold it until you first can see. In one light, she's the beauty that the sun shines upon the earth. But when pushed to her limits, she can be that rain and thunder that sends clouds to cover the earth. Sweet as jelly beans, from yellow to purple to red to green. Is it just me? Or has anyone noticed that black is always considered to be mean? Let's focus on this color, black. When most people think of black, they think of grief, pain, and even death. What we should think about is strength, authority, and elegance. Yes, these words as well describe the color of black. Through her strong and mighty elegance, she can lead a single family to their prominence, work 2 jobs, help with schoolwork, well-fed meals, simply because of her determination. Frustrated at times for the selfishness of a man, but see, that's just it. She's settling for just a man when she's a queen. Not just any man can care for a queen. He has to have the label of a king. When her potential is realized, there's no going back. Self-confidence, self-motivation, again, will never lack. Shades of a black woman comes in one of 2 ways. She can make it with you, she can make it without you. But know this, no matter what, she will always make it. Shades of a black woman.
I can appreciate the anticipation of looking forward to tomorrow. You know, every man goes through a period of finding himself and also finding the woman that he wants to spend the rest of his life with as well. I can appreciate the anticipation of looking forward to the future of tomorrow, but that does not circumvent the beauty of valuing the presence of right now. Because I'm not trying to jump the gun. To skip the details would be to haphazardly fall in love without experiencing the throes of being wide open. I said I would never love again, but here I am standing at the curb with the token. The love we built today was built on the faith of yesteryear's search for tomorrow, which has led us to the altar of the present. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Something like Adam and Eve, something like me and you. Something prayed for, something essential, something close to my heart. Something like forever until death do us part. And even then, I would still look forward to tomorrow because my eyes were closed one last time and I would be with you again. Love at its best, unselfish, tested, enduring, and real. Real enough to understand that me and yesterday was sanctioned with lust. Racing with high emotions to the oblivion of nothingness, seasonal fucking, full-time nothing, incompatibility for eternity, but join at the hip for clubbing. The space between you and I is different. I'll call you my present because you're my gift for the day, and my 401k because if I invest in you and I now, you will be with me tomorrow. When you smile, I can see the nurturing spirit in your eyes. Be assured when tomorrow comes, I'll be in the delivery room when our baby takes his first breath and cries. The fact that you lay your head on my chest tonight validates that you have chosen me as your security and king. The benchmark is 2 months' salary. I decided to go for excellence, so 3 months I saved for your ring. And then again, who can place a price on eternity? How many millionaires lay in the infirmary because they cannot buy what they have between us today? It seems that greed blooms, but the personal relationships decay. You are my tomorrow. The woman sets the tone for everything. You want respect? Act like it. Act like it. You want respect? Respect yourself. You don't respect yourself? Damn sure to respect you. You better believe it. The woman that respects herself, she may get the nice dinners and a long ride and the respect and all the time that we put in. Where a man's heart is his time. And where his time is his money. Believe it. Not a quick little 15 minutes or, baby, let me meet you late at night. You ain't that one. You that side chick. The crush. Ooh, baby, this crush is such an adrenaline rush. The mention of your name in conversation causes me to blush. This is past liking. I got a Jones for you filled with lust. I have something to tell you. My heart-filled emotions are about to bust. The symphony of perfume invokes an intoxicating feeling of Hennessy and Coke, 3 times above the alcohol limit. Your hands rubbing my bald head causes the hair on my back to stand rather timid. I fantasize while making love to you with the lights on, gazing into your eyes, no need to dim it. If your love is a king's ransom, then I'm prepared to spend it. 5 months, 3 weeks, 6 days, 2 hours, 10 minutes, 57 seconds ago, I was blessed with the gift of sight. The utter of your name across my lips makes my heart soar and take flight. This is another story of Samson and Delilah, of how one has seduced my heart and weakened my might. Her eroticism has always driven me to the point of madness, but not quite. That creamy caramel complexion, those legs that seem to run a mile, those piercing fire-filled eyes, that disarming, tempting smile, that long hair, that mischievous grin filled with guile. Those bold hips make the anticipation of penetrating you worth the while. Oh, so sexy, perfect, suckable feet, get rid of the toenail file. This woman has an enticing, mysterious, perplexing presence. She has a magnetic personality, inviting forbidden essence. Men flock to her because of her lively effervescence. If I may gain insight into the enigma of Pandora's box that you possess, I know the answer is buried deep, but I refuse to digress. I believe my mind is the key, and the lock is under that dress. I know that loving is so good, all your exes will confess. Listening to your voice week after week, I'm so overwhelmed with inebriation I can't even speak. I want you so bad, my future without you seems bleak. I'm doing good, but with you I can reach my peak. Her spoken words of vivid tales perform mental masturbation on my mind. Fucking me slowly, killing me softly with each hypnotic verse. The night she was conceived was a gift and a curse. Is it better to have loved or not to have loved? Live without her, which is better or worse? You're my lifelong dream, I will put you first. I was so distraught when I learned that you're not interested in the opposite sex. I felt so cheated, it's probably due to a fucked up relationship with your ex. Please forgive me, crush. If I acted funny, I was vexed. However, I want to mend your past. Can I be next? the next to hold you, the next to show you, the next to console you, the last for your hopes and dreams, the first to wake up next to you, professing my love to the extreme, so passionate if we bathed in cold water, the water with steam. I wait to answer, hinged off of every word, every syllable, every enunciation, every punctuation, hoping for participation of a little one-on-one, spitting flows, touching hands, making plans, with my arms wrapped around you in a slow dance. All I need is one chance to sweep you off of your feet, that old school romance. I know you're scared, take a chance. I can promise you happiness and an upgrade to advance. I haven't been struck with Cupid's arrow, more than smitten with the lance.
The hills, mountains seem too tall to climb, December winds are chill. There's no comfort on the earth, I am a child abandoned, till I feel your hand in mine and laugh down lonely canyons. Snow has bent the trees in grief, my summer dreams are dead. Flowers are but ghostly stalks, the clouds drift dull as lead. There's no solace in the sky, I'm a child abandoned, till we chase the dancing moon and laugh down lonely canyons. Birds have all gone south too soon, and frogs refuse to sing. Deer lie hidden in the woods, the trout sleep till spring. There is no wisdom in the wind. I am a child abandoned, till we race down the fields and laugh down lonely canyons. Darkness comes too soon tonight. The trees are silent scars. Rivers rage against the rocks, and snow conceals the stars. There's no music in the air. I'm a child abandoned till I feel my hand in yours and laugh down lonely canyons. James Kavanaugh. Radical Methodist priest wrote the funeral. This is Nikki Giovanni. I'm not pandering because Dr. King has been my role model for the 20th and 21st century, as Jesus and Gandhi have been my role models in the past. The funeral of Martin Luther King Jr. His headstone said, "Free at last, free at last. But death is a slave's freedom. We seek the freedom of free men and the construction of a world where Martin Luther King could have lived and preached nonviolence till he was 80 years old." Okay, so I was reading all these people's poems. I said, I gotta write my own. I hadn't written one in like about a year and a half to 2 years. And thank you, Joy Minor Henderson, for inviting me tonight. I just feel so fucking good. It just feels like life because after 7 months I worked with vets. Marshall knows that working to 9:30 and 9 at night because I put off learning the computer until I was like about 65. Marshall dependent on the computer, and I'm becoming independent.
He's good.
I'm good now. I face my fears.
He does dragon.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to learn the fucking dragon. Excuse me. I want to say something before I read this poem. I just turned 67 on Monday. April the 14th. And my son waited until he's 39 to get married. And he married on August 10th, the same day his mom and I married, 1968. And we're like brother sister. We're great friends. We made it 10 years. We loved each other, but I was much more extroverted. She was introverted. She was, when I taught tennis at Huntington 4 years, she did like this. And it made me feel so masculine. And so feminine. But later on I realized, man, you got to have similar values, similar goals. We had some similar values and goals, but it was just too much different. So we parted, but we had this wonderful child named Michael. And he's the love of my life. He's the best thing that's ever happened. He called me on my birthday. He said, "Dad, have you got your present yet?" I said, "Not yet." And he said, "It's coming out to VA in Tuskegee. They go by Addison Warren, not Brooks Warren, so I had to do some check where I found it." He said, "But the best present coming in 6.5 months." And I was just, my brain was frazzled for hearing about him picking up dead bodies and limbs and stuff. And I said, "Oh, I got it now. I'm a granddad." He said, "Yes, you're going to have a Scorpio baby." And I said, "Yay for Scorpios, because Joy Minor Henderson is a Scorpio." My daughter's a Scorpio. Y'all are passionate, sexual PTSD and a shade of OCD. I'm a snowboarder and I'm a bit of a hoarder. Thank you, Vietnam. My government sent me there kicking and screaming to give me PTSD. I am sorry, Vietnam. I was part of the war machine, and it was all very quite obscene. I am so glad I did not have to kill or hurt any of you kind, gentle Asians, because you were the most loving people I've ever met as a culture. But your rockets and mortars and rats almost drove me insane. It's just like the rain, 4 months of monsoons. Well, now I'm working with vets, and a lot of them feel guilt and shame just like me. But it's healing. It's getting better and better and better. Thank you, Martin Luther King, for telling the truth in 1967. Looking back, it makes me feel like I'm in heaven. You said America is the greatest purveyor of terrorism in the world, and it shows it once again by the war machine in Vietnam. Well, Jesus, Gandhi, and Martin Luther King told the truth. You had to die, but it set us free. Where have all the soldiers gone? Gone to graveyards everywhere. When will we ever learn? When will we ever learn? No more Bushes, no more war machines, no more Johnsons. Peace forever. I love you. Thank you.
This piece is called text message. Somebody else gave it another name, but we're gonna stick with that. So I got a text message this morning from this girl, and she said, "What you doing tonight?" And normally I would say you, because you're the type of woman I can see myself coming home to, but lately I've been feeling that you don't feel the same way that I do. So in reply, I text back, "I got a show to do tonight." And she told me if she get off in time, she gonna try to stop by, but in the back of my mind, I was thinking, yeah, all right. See, she lied once, and I believe that she can lie twice. But on the flip side, she treat me so good and make me feel so right. But sometimes I can't even get in touch with her. Not a phone call, and she's nowhere in sight. Have me thinking to myself, I must then do something right. Then I get a text message like I did today, telling me she's free and she can come out and play. Now I'm mad, but I still want to see her, so I text, okay. See, you don't know her like I know her, dog, because you ain't never seen her. I mean, she's a bad chick, and I ain't talking about Trina. Pretty like a picture, soft like a pillow. I call her the gusher because when I bite, she got that juice in her. Now this woman right here, she on top of her game. With heels on, she stand tall, boy, like a great dame. And if I was Trey Songz and neighbors wouldn't know my name, like the older people say, I ain't gonna need to complain, so I won't. And what the last girl used to do, she don't. But all good things must come to an end. She was cool, she was down, she was only my friend. And I heard it to the grapevine, she was talking to one of my kings, but that's how life goes down. And if I can press rewind, I'll do it all over again. Text message. Light-skinned lady back there with a tattoo of a man and an angel.
Oh, come on, girl.
Looking for her.
Trey.
I know that's what you're talking about,
Yeah.
right?
She asked me was I gonna pull a chair tonight. I wasn't planning on pulling a chair, but since she asked me, I'll pull a chair.
Sorry, I'm here, what happened? My bad, Bo.
Get up in that chair, girl.
Don't
Get
do
in that chair,
that.
girl.
Excuse me.
Get up in that chair.
Don't do that crazy.
I do a classic. Working, baby.
Hold on, too much style. All right, ready.
This piece is entitled, I want to get to know you.
Oh, I like this.
So when you meet somebody, you want to get to know them. Some questions and stuff you got to ask. I ain't got to do this in a long time. Make sure I got the right question. And see, I don't know what your personality be like, but I really like your style. See, you make a brother want to hang around for a while. So I want to know things like, what's your favorite color? And do you have any sisters or any brothers? Who's your dad? And who's your mother? So I want to know that first person you call when you get in trouble. And I want to know that person you call, and when you call, they come running on the door. So I want to know what you think. And when you get thirsty, I want to know what you drink. So I want to know your cans and your cans. So I want to know what you let fly and what you don't let go. So I want to know the secret things that only you and God knows in that pretty design you like to put on your toes. So I want to get to know you. But I know the proof is in action, so I guess I got to show you that you are more than just a pretty face and a pretty smile. And see, I don't know what your personality be like, but I really like your style. But you make a brother want to hang around for a little while. So I want to know what you're made of and what you're afraid of. I want to know what you like to do and who you're some kin to. So I want to know what makes you mad. So I can do all the right things so I can make you glad. So I want to know what makes you smile. So you can be like, hey girl, this guy, he goes the extra mile. So I want to know what makes you cry. So when that time comes, I ain't got to ask why. I can look in your eye and say, hey, baby, I'm going to be by your side. So I want to know your goals and your plans. And I want to know about that guy that you dated for 4 long years and why he didn't put no ring on your hand. See why he was playing? I was praying. While he was trying to have his cake and eat it too, I was out there on the ground trying to step my game up because I knew I wanted to get next to you because I knew I wanted to get to know you. So I know the truth is in the action, so I guess I got to show you that you are more than just a pretty face and a pretty smile. And see, I don't know what your personality be like, but I really like your style. But you make a brother want to hang around for a little while. So I want to know what builds you up. So I won't say that and put you down.
All right.
I want to know what makes you happy, so I won't do things to make you frown. But I also want to know what you think about when no one else is around. And I also want to know how many licks do it take to get to the center of your Tootsie Roll Pop. And baby girl, I'm right around the street, so I hope you left the door unlocked. Because this morning, I'm going to be your alone. See, I really get off at 5, but I get off a little early for you. So you might well brace yourself because I'm at 4:30. So let's do and dress you. Flip you, strip you, do you, and screw you. But all this is done. I get to know you. And I know the proof is in action, so I guess I got to show you that you are more than just a pretty face and a pretty smile. See, I don't know what your personality be like, but I really like your style. See, baby girl, you make a brother want to come around.
Leo and Pisces.
For context, this is a new piece, and I wrote it from a very frustrated point. I'm from Tuskegee, Alabama. I grew up there. Daphne, she knew when I was a kid. It's just our black people, our popular culture is so self-destructive. The men, it's not everybody, but the popular black culture, I feel like it's so self-destructive. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let the piece explain the rest.
All right.
I never wanted to be a real nigga. Matter of fact, what the fuck is a real nigga, a real G? Does that imply that me being me myself means that I don't exist? That I'm fake? I mean, I feel for real. See, I have a theory that the people who coined this term wanted to fuck with your fate. I know niggas back home in Tuskegee and upstate whose whole life goal is to die a real nigga. It's the dumbest shit I ever heard. See, too many black men live by the gun. Nowhere to go to buy Mollies and rims, but wouldn't know shit about changing the diaper or making a bottle. But every weekend they tweeting, shit, about to go get on this bottle. You fucking baby boys who are mad at all the women because they're fucking each other instead because ain't no real men left and they tired of playing around with baby boys. Who know more about cheating the system? Who know more about cheating the system than the financial aid process? Who know more about Jordan, 2 Chainz, Trinidad James, all go everything than how all those things keep you changed? But nigga, you ain't pressed enough to realize that 2 Chainz ain't nothing but a fucking metaphor for head and feet shackles. Niggas who idolize Pop would be more like Bishop. Niggas who hate singing ass niggas like Tyrese, but they act just like Jody. You a fucking baby, boy. You a grown ass man, boy. Do my paradoxes confuse you, boy? Then you should have paid attention to class because you see, while you were focused on being an ass in class, trying to impress the ass in class, hoping they give you some of that ass, I put all of that ass behind me. Knowing that asses will always be behind or chasing an educated black man in more ways than one. And that's called a double entendre for the real niggas who decided to double English classes nap time. I never wanted to be one of you real niggas. A walking contradiction. Thinking masculinity is defined by how many vaginas your dick been in. So, let me get this straight.
Tell them niggas what's up.
So, let me get this straight. You and your other real niggas, y'all yell money over bitches, right? Alright. Then you refer to your women as bitches. Then you try to fuck those bitches. Then you say, fuck those bitches. Alright, okay, I got it. Alright. So, you do this to impress your niggas so your niggas can respect you niggas. So basically, so your niggas can accept and like you. I gotta say, that's some very suspect ass shit, and if you on the down low, there's nothing wrong with that. I just wanna let you know that your hypermasculinity ain't nothing but a coping mechanism for your latent homosexuality. So, call me fake, call me lame, call me a square, but you'll never be able to call me a deadbeat father or a trifling ass husband whose wife is embarrassed to talk about him or bring him around because everybody know I done cheated on her and got babies with other women across town. You'll never be able to say you heard me yelling money over everything because I ain't never seen a dollar bill give birth to a baby. You'll never be able to say I gave birth to women and my absence gave my daughter daddy issues. You'll never be able to say I birthed bastard sons and left them alone to make father figures out of these so-called real niggas. Fuck real niggas.
I feel so alive inside, but at the same time, unable to live. I can recall the times when I would only ever read with the dictionary by my side. You see, my journey into a writer's mind was to be a complete one. I would hate their parents with them, experience the untainted excitement of their first times. I would dangle my feet off the sides of their brains as they pondered their irritability over it being time for a new way of thinking to emerge. I would not fail in fulfilling their either ongoing or final request to be heard and listened to, remembered and immortalized. Back in the day when I was young, life used to excite me because it seemed endless the amount of information I, as a reasoning, evolving brain, could take in and generate and integrate into my existence. I cried when the earth shed tears. I danced when with the trees as they swayed to their natural rhapsody. I evolved when the leaves of yesteryear made way for tomorrow's new hotness. Well, my mind, soul is fed up, done with being pinned up in an actually quite fragile and pathetic medium. I mean, really, if a raccoon gets shoved away too many times on the wrong night, I'll end up having us sitting in the ER until 3 in the a.m. crying about how the alcohol is burning the gashes, which are actually self-inflicted scratches and bruises from you clearly choosing the flight aspect of your fight or flight natural stress response system. My Me is tired of this 12 by 12 frame of mind where on the one hand I'm changing an entirely embellished life image of my gender, my race, my sexuality and such, but on the other hand have to rise up each morning, smile with the rising sun, and then stone tablet prayers of how I know I can make a difference in a world that eats hopes and dreams like Wheaties, all the while more powerfully plummeting under the disgustingly fallible human mind. It's taken time, but what I now know is mine. Be my happiness, my soul-loved child, that diamond always in the rough. It's, with a priceless luster. We obey each other, piss each other off. It always has my back, fortifying my corner. You see, I'm plotting my release on my way to Olympus to spit in Zeus's face and tell that punk he won't ever be able to shut down this demigod hostel where I siphon Athena's blood and purify it so it's actually good enough to make my Cheerios honey nut soggy. I gotta be fortified and cholesterol free because I'm gonna be flipping these rhymes on a fine line in your eye, quickening time to stop your whines, piercing your ear on my phonetic vine, letting you sip on my vowels, dipped in my essence. Enjoy my phonetic trip, and don't worry if you suddenly want to lick the stick I hit before I spit. It tastes like candy. When my brainstorm hits and my maelstrom force ideologies start to sit on the back of your brain and become a bitch of an itch, don't worry, be happy. If I start to speak or act in a way that goes against your grind and desensitizes your pull towards the necessity, comfort to not know what time it is, not know which rhyme this is, only wonder, damn, who that is. When my tongue starts to ignite my spit and what I spit drips fire from my lips, watch as the ground of your philosophy, the foundation of your identity, chemically reduces from concrete surety to disquieted ash. This old scribe is here to modify your bone structure, purify your heart structure, edify your soul structure, and verify your brain's structure, letting you know the orgasms it keeps having are what its synapses could be, what they should be every time the idea of the concept of a revolutionary frame of life, brain, mind, existence come into existence. I can make it dance in your eye, but it's so simplistic, this notion of individually liberated reasoning. The Rastafari said, emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Hippopotamonstrossus quipedaliophobia is the fear of big words. Sarassophobia is the fear of love play. The fear of truth is ignorance, and the power of truth lies, the power of ignorance lies in devaluing the mind. Now, you can get with this, or you can give it that.
Signal on Sprint phones in the deep south. And the butterflies in my abdomen fly kamikaze missions into my stomach walls. I have words lodged in my lower intestine. I am only waiting to shit or get off the pot. Inundated with words, waiting to break free from my numb lips. You see, I suffer from explosive vowel syndrome. Stomach bubbling, heart pumping, and mind racing to reach a destination somewhere near the bridge that separates truth and lies. And what's funny is that bridge is within the city I live. We prepare plates of lies and feed it to our kids. We spin dreams of freedom on mobiles and place them on their cribs, and now they sing mind-numbing melodies branded in their memories about how Jack and Jill ran up a hill and Jack fell down and broke his crown and Bush sent us all to war, and now we go down just like the Dow and the NASDAQ. So we got bigger issues than the reasons that my pants sag. Let's talk about the lack of food in the ghetto, lack of freedom in Soweto, and the mind frames of youth that still hold pictures of households without father figures. And dinners consisted of ramen noodles and vine and sausage. We held hostage by both circumstance and finance. See, I come from a place of women warriors. They were born in the image of strong mothers, absent fathers. Some men stayed to tend their flowers. Others played to field and planted seeds that now grow without proper nourishment. But Josephine Smith will know her father. She will be rewarded for successes with forehead kisses, and for her failures, she will only hurt for a moment because I will teach her resilience. I write for Vanessa Roberts, Ann Scott, Valencia Smith, and 4 little black girls in Birmingham. For colored girls who, in effort to leave their mark carved names of fatherless children into their flesh. For colored girls who learn how to jab after years of watching Mama Vivaldi's punching bag. For colored girls whose roots are strong, who had sermons were heard, whose spirits were sung, and how much weight can one place on the backs of our sheroes? Black men were counted as 3/5, women were zeros. They had poisoned your hand. They rejected your natural image. You are children of Kemet, glorious princess. My sisters are war with brothers in trenches. Women bear children, yet it's men whose names are passed down. This is a man's world. For color girls who believe in grandmama's remedies because doctors' bills are too high. For color girls that know, despite popular opinion, the limit's the sky. And for babies having babies because daddy touched them when they were babies, so now they make love to doggy's man and wonder why they catch rabies. Mama's babies, daddy's maybes. Maybe this month daddy will take me shopping or at least pay the light bill. Because mama's working hard, 2 8-hour jobs, and she looks older every month because her sleep cycle's been off. And they judge her poorly because they judge her poorly without knowing her story. She has become America's nigga, once was Africa's glory. For color girls that can't write their own stories, so I attempt to write them. But every day a queen dies before the last ink of my ink dries, so I'm left with only memories. For color girls who chased the rainbow and found no gold that is ending, I hope these jewels I write will suffice as wealth.